Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll. Today I would like to see if I can get one of the other passives that I have not used yet from the new patch working. That is only face multiplier squared. If the most common number rolled is also the only number rolled, the result of all multi-face multipliers will be multiplied by the number of occurrences an additional time. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but I think we can give it a go. So what we want to do is probably build a 97 and then just put out as many 97s across as many dice as possible and as many multi-face multipliers as possible. The only other way to do it, I think, would be to do maybe 11s if you were trying to do numbers less than 13. But I think the bonus that you would get from 11, say you had 11s times 500%, well, 500% of 11 is 66 with the original value itself too, and 97 is bigger than 66, so I don't think we will benefit particularly from that, so we will go up to 97, then get as many multi-face multipliers as possible, then look to see if we can't get the passives we need to make it all work. So I don't know if there'll be any die breeding today. It seems like a lot of the strategies at the moment build themselves around building lots of dice with die breeders and locks and keys in a grid. And there's only so many times that it's kind of fun and interesting to build these great big grids of keys and locks. So we'll see how we are doing by the time we get to the third or fourth shops. But for now, I'm going to finish building these 97s, or at least one 97, and we'll see how we go from there. Alright, we have one 97, and with only 2095 rolls left, I'm going to hold off on going all the way to building a second 97, not a 20th 97, that would be wild, and just get to upgrading. Skipping over this shop basically in its entirety. Refreshing again, and now we can take things like times by 3 for that center die. And of course we want to set that to be all 97s as soon as possible. But that will be one more tier of shop up, so we'll stick that on there. Get all those re-rolling in extra time. And I think we can just go straight on to the fourth tier of shop. And with that done, not only do we start to see passives, but then we'll start to see a lot more of the stuff we want up here. So single face multipliers, but multi-face multipliers are the one we are interested in. So only face multiplier squared. If the most common number rolled is also the only number rolled, all roll results of multi-face multipliers will be multiplied by the number of occurrences in additional time. So we want as many 97s as possible on the board, and as many multi-face multipliers as possible across as many dice as possible. So that's the goal. We will pick this guy up for 8k. Hopefully that's not too expensive at this stage. Then I could go for a 10x here as well. That's going to increase our scoring considerably. Overwrite the 3x. We could wait until we get to all faces set, but this will be fine. Then we'll get that center die re-rolling in triplicate as well. We'll take a 3 times face multiplier while we have it available. Now the question is, do I want more of these on one dice so I can have more dice becoming 97s, or spreading these out and then having them re-roll and glue? Probably working on basically a bit of both. So we're looking for set all die faces, dice that have the numbers 94 through 99. Only face multiplier squared. That's the one we're looking for, isn't it? Yes, this it is. If the most common number rolled is the only number rolled, the result of all multi-face multipliers will be multiplied by. Well, we can get this now. It's not going to impact anything until we get numbers to be all 97s. But I will grab it. Then I'm wondering if I should actually move this guy over to here. Then we want to set that die on top to be all 97s, and then make one of those move across, replace it with... So we make this all 97s, eventually. Then we swap this for one of those 97s. We have 5 97s and a multi-face multiplier. And then we move the 97 to here, which we can then make all 97s and then move something else over as well. It's going to be a whole thing. We'll get there. Not going to worry about glue right now. There's a free 97. I say free, costs 2,000, but it exists on its own, which is nice. We'll get rid of the 2. We can set all that to being the same face in a moment as well. We should probably take some shop refresh adders. And we can actually start putting those over here as well. We want to get that re-rolling in triplicate too. That's single face multipliers. We want multi-face multipliers. We can get prime bonuses, but I don't think we need the extra scoring power right now. So we'll hold off on that. The one we've got doesn't rely on... Oh, does it rely on the number of dice? If the most common number rolled is the only number rolled, the result of all multi-face multipliers will be multiplied by the number of occurrences. I wonder if die quantities counts as the number of occurrences. I'm not sure, but for a few rolls, I will invest in this, just on the off chance that it does impact us down the line. I want to see rerolls in triplicate for everything else rather than duplicate. I'll take a 2 times. I will stick that on here. I'll probably just clear that whole dice off. There's a set all die faces. That's going to go to our one that's currently re-rolling in triplicate first. There's another 4x. Eventually we are going to have to just buy some more dice. But we'll hold off a little longer. There's a re-roll in triplicate for that left-hand side. Single set of a kind will be interesting as we're starting to build when we have 2 97s or 3 97s. And we've got that one in the center re-rolling in triplicate now, so that's a little bit cheaper comparatively in number of rolls. There's a set all faces. Now we need to move one of our 97s off. So that die on the left can no longer produce numbers that aren't 97, which is good. There's one to let us move a face off. We will steal from the one that isn't being re-rolled and multiplied. And we'll we'll set that one on the right to all 97s. Now, with that done, there's a chance that we will get our bonuses working correctly now. So on occasions like this, so this is rolled 1 97s, 1 97s times 2 times 1. So this is only impacting off of this because these are the only 2 dice that roll 3 times. The others don't, so they don't get captured in the final roll. But eventually, they will. Right, let's buy a 77 die. That gives us somewhere that we can move off a 97 from the top. Then we can set all die faces on that one as well. Single face adjacency is no good for us because we're of course using multi-face adjacencies, or multi-face multipliers, not single face multipliers rather. We can pick up a triples bonus. A lot of the time we're going to have 3 97s. We can set all die faces on this bottom die now to 97s. We could take a void die and put a 97 on that. But I think for the cost we'll just hold off for now. But we do need more dice. Right, set all faces, but we could do it on top. That would set this to all 97s, of course, but then we still need somewhere to harvest 97s from, so it's not as useful comparatively. I will pick up another Shop Refresh adder. Give me a face with all multiples of 6, just so we have somewhere to put stuff. Haven't seen many rerolls in triplicate yet. Right, I'll grab a BOGO, because a lot of the stuff we're going to buy is not going to be super expensive. Give me another Shop Refresh adder. Go down here as well. Then we can move a 97 onto something. We need to buy something to put it on. I mean, we could buy a 45, but it seems pretty small in the grand scheme of things. No 99s reroll twice. Seems like an excellent thing for us to pick up right now. $98 is not 97, unfortunately. I'll grab a die of 2s. We can move something off onto that very shortly. So pull a 97 from here over to there. Should probably steal the highest number, thinking about it for more than a moment. Then we're going to set this to all 97s. Don't want incrementers, don't need the rest of that. Could take weights bonus, but I think we're all right for scoring comparatively at the moment. We can buy another plain die. It has got incrementers, but we buy this. That will start incrementing. So long as we have this plus that, the incrementer will break at the right time. So we need 170, makes 240, call it 250. So then we can move this to here, and before we roll again, set that all 97s, and it breaks the incrementer, which is what we want. I'll take a 2 times single face multiplier just to get it down here so that's not a face. And why not put that there as well? I want the shop refresh adder, of course. Now everything is re-rolling twice because we have no 99s. We will take re-roll in triplicate though for some of our more important dice. Put that down there for now. There's a multi-face multiplier. We want to see plenty more of those in the run. I think that's all we want out of this. At some point we want to upgrade to our final tier of shop, of course. Eventually. Right, I'll take a void die at this point, I think. We can buy that and put... if we steal this 97, that's the last 97 on that die. So then we'll have to steal a 97 from somewhere else to set this all. So we might as well steal from over here. Then we'll settle die face on this one that only has 1 on it. Don't think we need anything else here at the moment. There's another 6 times reroll in triplicate. I will stick that on the void die. We want more multi-face multipliers, of course. Don't have any candidate dies for it at the moment, so I don't want 5, that's going to be too many to deal with, so I guess we're going to have to miss out on that one right now. I will take a 10x though. That 10x can go on the 97 on the voids. I don't think we need no 99s 100% yet. Our scoring is not yet outpacing our ability on re-rolling shop costs. But I will, now that this one on the right is re-rolling in triplicate, I will glue down the face that scores when it does appear. We do not want 99s specifically. So apart from adding more dice and setting more stuff to 97, there's not too much else for us to be doing right now apart from, yeah, just trying to grow more of what we have, really. So we'll set that die in the top left to 97. And while we're here, we'll set this one to all 97. So the only numeric face that we have currently are 97s. So let's take this opportunity to upgrade the shop more. Of course, that brings us a die with all standard faces on it. So let's start getting rid of those. Right, we've upgraded our shop to its maximum. 4 times multi-face multiplier. There's the numbers 94 through 99. Now, that will have a 99 on it, but it will also have a 97 on it, which is great for us. can set all faces on that one there. We can also buy Yahtzee bonuses because we now have at least 5 97s every time we roll. That's going to do a lot of work for us. I'll take Passive Hunter. Okay, our scoring has increased a lot very quickly. I guess that was the Yahtzees, wasn't it? The YouTube algorithm, that was Yahtzees, the dice game, not the participant in World War II. Thank you for your understanding. Right, so once again, we have no numbers that are not 97 anywhere. So now we need to find a move off face. Attached multiplier stack. Multipliers attached to a die face will now stack with single face, multi-face, and adjacency multipliers. We definitely want that. There's numbers 94 through 99. We'll pick up another one of those. I'll grab this 10x whilst it's very cheap. We'll stick those on the ones that are re-rolling in triplicate. There's a set all die faces. So that can go on there that we just bought numbers through up to 99. Another 500% on our Yahtzees. And rerolls in triplicate for something. There's another die face 94 through 99s. This seems like the fastest way to get more 97s built and prepared, so long as we don't spend too long re-rolling to find set all faces. There's another one. $99.99s. If you roll 99 or more 99s, all other rolled numeric faces will have their value increased to 99. That was one of the other thought processes of this run. Rather than 97 that is prime and all the rest of that, picking 99, trying to get tons and tons and tons of dice, then setting all of those to 99, so that then these multi-face multipliers will find all of the copies of 99 amongst all the numbers. Then as you add more dice, so long as you still have your initial 99 99s, any newly added die will immediately become 99. But obviously that is not where I went with this one today. I definitely want those two, but I don't want 10 faces, so, or 10 dice of all ones. So I will buy a lottery die. Then we can just take over the other faces. We didn't take all in or anything at some point, so those aren't a problem. We'll take the 10x on one of them. And keep shopping. More rerolls in triplicate. This one is a little more expensive, so we'll buy it first, because we want things to try and get discounted on BOGO. So now we can just start getting any old 97 to reroll in triplicate. More of these big multi-face multipliers. We definitely don't want Dirus. I'll take a single face multiplier, that can't hurt us. Then a 5x becomes cheap. Lotteries we don't want. Die breeders I do not want. because die breeders will make more dice that have faces that are numbers that aren't 99, or 97 rather. Add a copy of a die for 120 million. Now there is a swap faces, but I don't have a candidate to move it to right now. So that's no good for us. I will take no weights and no 99s plus 200% plus 100%. Should have checked which of those two was more expensive before shopping. Primes plus 500% is going to be big. And I will take the previous roll multiplier and put that over on the one with the voids. 10x multi-face multiplier. That one's getting very big, it looks like. Now this is where we re-roll and everything gets very expensive. But I don't think I want a modified die because it comes with weights on it. And I suppose we're only getting 200% for no weights. If we buy this, move a 97 onto it, set all die faces to 97, then put a void on it, it will get rid of the weights. And that allows us to spend a bunch of the money that we have right now. So now we're looking for a move to get that 97 off. There we go. So we want to put a 97 from somewhere onto here. Then we want to set all those die faces. We could steal one of our voids and then put it back. I think that would get rid of the weights, but I'll just wait to buy a new one. Yahtzee's reroll in triplicate. I think that's actually good for us right now. And our score has ballooned. Things are happening when just the right rolls occur. Right, I will take another shop refresh adder. Don't know where I'm going to put it. Why not there? Doesn't matter if not every 97 appears, just so long as no numbers that aren't 97 appear. There is a settle die faces, which we can put here. That did not get rid of the weights, as expected. 100 times the number of die present. Need to buy another die, just to put things on. 10x multiplier, put that up there as well. 5x multiplier. And these are comparatively very cheap with our current budget as well. Die quantity multipliers have a chance when rolled to replace any ones. We don't want that. We just bought a die quantity multiplier, and I don't want that to occur. So I'm looking for a void face at the moment. No weights, reroll in triplicate is also what I've been looking for. How much does this cost comparatively? 4, so not much more. There you go. So now everything's always re-rolling in triplicate. I'll take double highest die. That'll do a lot of good work for us now. I don't have something to set to 97s at the moment, I think. Everything just is 97. I can buy a dice with more voids on it. Non-standard doubles, yes please. There's a chance we get like 10 times multi-face multiplier doubling with one another. I think buying a whole dice of voids is not the way to go about farming more voids. We've got plenty of shop refreshing at the moment. We've got triples more than we could ever need. For every 100 dice you roll, gain a stacking 20% bonus on all dice. How many do we have? Like 28? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. That's way off. Right, I'm just looking for a void. No 99s plus 200%. Yes. 5 times. Yes. Stack multipliers. Yes. We don't have anything we want to settle to 97s. I mean, I could buy this, move a 97 onto it, and then set it all to 97s. That works too. Still no voids. There's a die 94s through 99s. Then we can settle die faces on that one. $616 rolls left. Making kind of a pretty average pace here. Some rolls we get to 0 all of a sudden. Some we end up just kind of going for 2 hours. But we're working at a reasonable pace for what's going on. Right, I now want this guy on the void to get to times 99 on it. Rerolls plus 100%, absolutely. Still looking for a void. I wonder if we want to put 10x somewhere. Probably. But where? I don't know if this would be good on the void die, to be honest. But that always risks breaking stuff. So we'll stick it on this 2 times face multiplier, because 2 times 97 is not going to be worth more than 10x the whole run. And you know what? Glue that down. And you know what else? Can this do things that multiply the entire run? Add a previous roll multiplier to a die face of your choice. When rolled, this face will have the value of the previous roll result times multiplier. This effect cannot repeat. This effect cannot multiply the result of a total roll multiplier. So that can't do what I was thinking of. So we will not buy it then. 300% extra for primes is a lot. Still can't believe we haven't found 1 extra void. Add previous roll to rerolls. Absolutely. We should get at least 4 more dice, then we'd be on square numbers for the last stretch. Add a copy of a die. How hard is that to fund? 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, very, very expensive. Let's not do that. I will get a 10x in the meantime. And that's going to go here, I think. I think we've got enough shop refreshes that we could soon stop production. But I think we'll probably get another chance at that in a moment. This is a lot of 10x's up here. What's expensive? This is 171 million, or billion. So buy that. Stick that up there. Then that made that free, which goes on here. Then we do the same trick. Get rid of these low single-face multipliers for big multi-face multipliers. See if that makes the stuff that we want to buy cheaper. And when it doesn't, just continue buying stuff. That made that one free, which is lush. So that's up to 58 times now. Still looking for a single void. There's add die with 94 through 99. It's the easiest way for us to make more 97s. Don't need doubles reroll. I wonder what that's at now. We don't want our non-numeric faces to lose their value. But I do want more of these types of faces. Especially if we can get them coming... Oh, if we could get them coming up as a non-standard Yahtzee, that would be wild. But we need a lot more of them and possibly like weights to make that happen. And I'm not about that weight life at the moment. Run multiplier is no good to us. There's 2 more of these though. Then we can settle faces on those. So that becomes all 97s. Then we do that again. I'm going to have to zoom in, drag this over, because there's like a dead zone behind here. So we zoom in to make sure we can access that 97 on that die. There's another 5x of these. We'll start getting rid of other faces I'm not so keen on. Don't need the rest of this. Keys we don't need. We do still want to get this up to 99. And still looking for one more void face. So that's 93. Caps out at 99 times. We need one more of those, don't we? Yeah. So now we can set those last few faces to being all 99s, 97s. Primes reroll 3 times would be great. Is that really expensive? It's not really expensive. It's just while we've got those other weights in play, making sure everything else is rerolling in triplicate is nice. That's up to times 99 now. Another 10x face multiplier. Let's get rid of the last of the single face multipliers. Top 3, I think we do want. Still can't believe we haven't seen a void face. Settle die there to be 97. Is that all of them? All 97, 97s, 97s. Looks like it. Looks like we have no numeric values that are not 97 anywhere. So I really want another void. Doubles bonus, I don't think is going to impact anything at this point. But I will keep trying to build these 10x multiplier faces. If we can get them going for guaranteed doubles or triples or Yahtzees or anything else. Right, I'm going to move one of these voids onto this die. Those weights have now gone, so we can just move that back later. Now we don't have any weights on anything, which is wonderful. So I think at this point I'm not going to buy any more dice. I'm going to stick with the square number that we have and just see what else we can do. I would like to see more 10x multi-face multipliers. Run multiplier, obviously no good to us. There's a 10x. So we've got 3 there, 3 there, 4 there, 1 over here as well. So I suppose we should start by trying to build 2 of all of them. And then, once we've done that, work on a third, because then we can guarantee doubles, then we can guarantee triples, then maybe we can guarantee Yahtzees after that. I don't think we need BOGO at this time. Obviously we could add more multipliers, just a 1 face out of the bunch. Try and get it to 99. If we glue that one down actually, that wouldn't be terrible. That will score us more, certainly. This is our first thing in the shop that is presented as an exponent number. Don't need more shop refreshes now. These guys, not too expensive still. So we'll glue down that one. What there might be scope to do, and it's not something I've investigated too much, but put all the highest scoring dice in one long row and then get the stuff that adds the total of the things that are to the left and right of it. So why not start manipulating that now? Because we have this row already has this guy with times 60 and the void die with the times 99. So if we put this one in to here, then we can move some other stuff around as well. All the while looking for passives that we might see that might do us a lot of good. Did I do something to ruin our scoring, or is it just less chance that we'll necessarily hit the perfect roll to get what we want? There is a left sum. Replace a die face of your choice with a left sum face. When rolled, this face will have the value of the sum of each face to the left of this die until reaching the end of the row or another left or right face. If pointing at a right sum face, all dice between the two will be multiplied by double the quantity of die between them. This ignores wilds and faces which multiply the entire roll. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to afford this. We're generating big numbers on these, so rolled 19 97s, 19 times 97 with attached multipliers, times 10 times 19 multi-face die quantity squared, plus a percentage, plus percents, plus no weights, plus percents, plus 800%, plus 100%, times 10, top 3 dice. Roll result, a lot. But we're not getting to where we want to be to buy this for whatever the next tier of numbers up is. I take it all back. So this I'm going to put on this line here. Then if I get a chance, I will glue it. I'm going to move a whole die. And I'm going to put this one of 5 tens here, so that they have the best chance of becoming doubles with other dice. I'll try and get 10x more on there. Wild adjacency bonus does nothing for us. I will face swap over. We're running low on rolls though. This 5x I will remove for this 10x. Then if we could find one, I want a right-facing arrow. But I doubt we're going to find it now. Square numbers plus 200%. We do now have a square number of 25 dice. But now we're just waiting for those big perfect rolls where something like this rolls with the arrow pointing to the right and all of the other stuff. I really want to glue that arrow down. Make it so. 43 rolls left though. Is not a lot. This is all 10s now. So fetch me. I'm going to take the 10s off of here, put them onto there. Then we can almost guarantee that that will roll a double. We were trying to get 200% on square numbers, but that's going to be it, unfortunately. So I don't know if I was missing some key components. And, I mean, the score is big, it's just not colossal. But it was an interesting time. Lots of 97s to look at. So, final setup here. Basically, we're looking for this 97 to be worth a lot. Be times by 10 previous. Get doubled by this arrow. And then for these 10x multi-face multipliers to be worth 97 times 19 or so 97s times 10 and then times by 19 again because there are 1997s and we have that one squared according to this. All multi-face multipliers will be multiplied by the number of occurrences an additional time. So still, an interesting run. Would have been nice to see if we could have gotten Hulk production going as well on the shop refreshers that we didn't need any longer. But there we have it. A good run nonetheless. A fun time was had. I hope you enjoyed watching this one with me. As ever, if you have any ideas for runs that you would like to see, put them down in the comments. If you have any other questions, queries, anything else, you can put them down below too. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that like button or subscribing if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Cheers.